police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
The Raiders added a new linebacker. And what does that mean for the Las Vegas Raiders? What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube, what's good? Raider Nation. Yeah, we are in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys getting it going. You guys know what we like to do over here. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We are on the road to 500 subscribers by week 1. You know what I'm saying? And do your part by hitting the subscribe button. There's actually a lot of you guys, I went to check, and there's a lot of you guys that are watching but are not subscribing. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. And actually some of you guys in the chat haven't subscribed. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to that 500 mark. Okay. That is the next goal. So definitely 500. We're trying to hit that. So please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button. Why? Because I like you. All right. Hey, look, we are going to talk about, let me do a quick shout out to those that are already in the chat, that came in nice and early. Yeah, that's right. Rob Pena's in the building. Rob Pena got the brown crackers, you know what I'm saying? Got the brown crackers, you know what I'm saying? Brown crackers, you know what I'm saying? I haven't opened up the bag, so you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to still keep it fresh. All right. Hey, look, but I got the brown crackers on, you know what I'm saying, on deck. All right. Daniel Berry Sports, good to see you, man. Hey, look, check him out. You know what I'm saying? He has a channel. I believe one of my mods have already put it in there. Look, my mods are on my point. The Deacons, yes, the Deacons are on point. You know what I'm saying? Put in the link in the chat, and it is, yep, right there. All right. So check out Daniel Berry. You know what I'm saying? And hey, Rob Pena is in the building, the Deacon. You know what I'm saying? Got one of the Deacons. Thanks for doing what you do. Please, Deacon, share this out. You know what I'm saying? Get this blasted to everywhere. Put it, obviously it's in your face. Put it in their face. Put it in my space, Moco space. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if your mom liked the Raiders, you know what I'm saying? You can put it in her face too. All right. Look, because this is a clean channel. All right. Anyway, shout out to the congregation. Again, if you want to be a member of the congregation, it's completely free to do. All you got to do is subscribe. All right. Ray Nation Jason is in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Yes, sir. Hey, Jason, we're gonna have to work soon. We're gonna have to work soon. I'm gonna hit you on IG. All right. So the Raiders have, after the draft, right? They got the draft. Honestly, I think they did well in the draft. After the mini camp, the OTAs, there's still some holes that we think, and some of us have talked about it, about some of those holes that need to be filled, to make this team better, right? This team is good, but good is not good enough. Okay, we need to be in a position where we are dominating. And the only way that you do that is if you draft well and then you're bringing in the right people, right? So in this situation, the Las Vegas Raiders have been looking to add to what they currently have on the roster to not only make the team better, but we know what Pete Carroll likes to say, and that is compete. So he's trying to make competition all the way through, throughout the roster where everybody is on notice. Everybody, going into camp, it has something that is breathing down their back and is looking to take over their job, right? So this is one of those guys, and I'm not trying to jump too early into it. You guys know I got my little handy dandy notebook. I put it somewhere. Here we go. Look, I got my handy dandy notebook. Of things for you today. So we can get into that. But he's trying to make competition, and I said this in the totality of the roster. I felt like this team, in order for it to turn all the way around, for it to turn all the way around, it's not going to be just one off season. There was no way that John Spytek and Pete Carroll were going to flip, this roster, and turn it into, a solid depth piece of a team, and some people may feel like this and some people may not feel like this, but this is my Raider gospel. My Raider gospel on this team is that this team is very, very top heavy. And when I say top heavy, this is exactly what I mean. I mean, in the sense, if you painted a picture of everybody on the team and then you selected our starters, right? And then all of a sudden you wiped out our starters. And then that means our backups had to go into those starting roles. Will we be still solid? And that's a question that you guys have to ask yourself. But for me, I would say no. We ran into that last year, right? Excuse my throat. We ran into that last year. Our D-line got hurt. And then we had people like Charles Snowden that we were hoping to, and he did well, but it wasn't starting status, right? And a bunch of other guys that we had to get, UDFAs in here to bolster, this roster and fill out this team because we were injured in key places, right? And again, that's kind of where we are now. Even with the people leaving and the people that we have brought in, it's a fair. You can almost say it's a fair exchange, more or less. So we're in a position where we're still trying to build out this team, trying to create competition, and I think this year we might have to go in top heavy again, because you're not going to be able to be top heavy and then have depth behind that all in one off season. And that's what I'm pretty much getting to, is that's something that it's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? If John Spytek and Pete Carroll were able to flip this team in 1 year, hey, super props. All right? Super props. Because that's something that's very tough to do, especially in the NFL and, obviously with the Raiders. But going into James Purple, I see you in the building. Good to see you. Salute, Navy vet. Hey, speaking of Navy vet, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put his name up there. You know what I'm saying? I want to say today, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? This is for those that have bled, you know what I'm saying, that have died and fought for this country. You know, I don't like to do politics or anything like that, but definitely I want to say salute, and remembering those that have fought, you know, and labored and sacrificed, not just on the battlefield, but you know, sacrificed their homes. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys that we are memorializing or Memorial Day celebrating, some of these guys neglected their homes. You know what I'm saying? Their children, you know, their families to serve the country and to eventually, you know, pass away. So salute to all those that have, you know, served, and that, well, obviously this is memorial, so they passed away, but salute to the families that also endured during those times. So Memorial Day weekend, you know, have a moment, you know what I'm saying, of thought for that. And just think about, and before, and I have to say this, think about all the with all the craziness that's going on right now, you know what I'm saying, and we know that this world is crazy. Think about the freedoms that you have. You know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is a freedom. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to share my Raider gospel with you. And that's a freedom. And that's because of those that are worthy of being categorized of the Memorial Day. They say Memorial Day celebration, but that's what it is. So, you know, Memorial Day salute, and blessings to the families that are connected to those that have passed away and have served. All right, back to business. Again, the Navy vet just you know, I got much love for Navy, so I always gotta, you know, salute Navy for sure. But you know, Memorial Day just kind of, you know, it hit right there. All right. Anyway, getting into our overall big oh yeah, hey, salute Raider Ben. Raider Ben is in the building. Good to see you. Getting into my first little homework that I got for y'all. Well, not for me, but it was homework for me, but I'm giving it to you guys, my Raider gospel. You know, they brought in a new linebacker. You know, who is he and what will he do? This is Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett is a linebacker that came out of Michigan, and he was drafted by the Carolina Panthers in the 2024 draft. Okay, so he's been in the league for 1 year. Okay, linebacker, 5'11". Now, I in my homework, you know what I'm saying? In my homework, I looked at you know, Michael Bennett stuff, and there was conflicting information. So I'm just going off of what one of them were saying. But they're very close. Like the height of Michael Barrett is on this site was 5'11", another site said he was 6 feet. Okay, so obviously he's just somewhere in that neighborhood, right? And then the on this site that I was looking at, he was 233 pounds, and then on another site he was 231. Okay, so give and take, but those are the parameters of what Michael Bennett is. Yes, he came out of Michigan. He was drafted in the 7th round. Okay, the 240th pick in the 2024 draft, and that is Michael Bennett coming out of Carolina. Now he's bounced around. Okay, so one of the things before we get into that, let me talk about that, and I'll go back. Okay, let's just do it like that. So he came from Carolina. Okay, he had a stint in Carolina. He had a stint in. I'm looking at my handy dandy notebook. Carolina, Seattle, Cleveland Browns, and the Green Bay Packers. Okay, in that order. Actually, in that order. Okay, so Carolina Panthers drafted him, then Seattle, and I'll get back to that because there's something very important about that. Cleveland, okay, and then Green Bay, and then he finally came to us. Okay, but before all of that, Michael Bennett was with him only having 1 year in the NFL. He doesn't have too much film out on him. The majority of the film that you're going to see on Michael Bennett is going to be his film in Michigan. Okay, and there's a lot of film there in Michigan that you can definitely take a look at for yourself. Obviously, I went to go take a look at it to see what he brings to the table as to why we brought him in, and yeah. So in college, these were his stats. Okay, here goes some work for you guys. Here's Michael Barrett's career college stats. Okay, he played 6 years. Okay, so from 2018 to 2023. Okay, he was a starter for 3 years. He started as a starter in 2020 to 2023. And then his last year, he became a captain. Okay. 208 tackles. 13 tackles for loss. 8.5 sacks. 4 forced fumbles. 2 interceptions. 4 pass deflections. And in his career, he was a 2-time, 3rd-team, all Big Ten linebacker in 2022 and 2023, and also was college football champ in 2023. Okay, so these are his college stats, and this is the majority of the work that you're going to see on film in Michael Bennett. And why does he not have NFL tape? It's because while he was in the NFL, he was on the practice squad. Okay, he was a practice squad guy. But let me say this about Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett shows me that he is a worker. Okay, he is a guy that is going to put the work in. and is ready for competition. Why do I say that? Well, he played 6 years in college, right? First year, 2019, he became a special teamer with 3 tackles, or no, 7 tackles in 11 games. Okay, that's 2019. 2020 is when he became a starter with 44 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. So obviously he knows how to get the ball out. He knows how to get active, okay? This was also that year when people were getting sick. Okay, I can't say the name, but you guys know what time that was. People was getting sick around that year, okay? So they only played 6 games in that season, okay? 2021, he was a starter, okay, for 1 game. So obviously there was an injury there. With 20 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss, a sack, and a pass deflection. Okay, so that's showing. Look, the sack is showing that he has sack abilities. Obviously, tackle for loss. That means he can get past the line, right? Forced fumble. You know what I'm saying? In 2020 shows you that he can rip the ball out, but also he's pass deflecting, so that means he can cover. He has cover ability, and you'll see that on tape. 2022, he's a starter for 14 games, 72 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 3 pass deflections. Okay? This was also in his 2 interceptions, one of them was a pick 6. Okay? (2023) starter and team captain. 15 games, 65 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Okay? 3rd team All Big Ten selection. Okay? Progression. He got better every year. Started from the bottom, and now he's here as a captain. Okay? Well, not here with the Raiders, but he was there as a, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'll get to you guys in a minute. But there's progression there. He started from special teams, and then now he progressed to being not only a starter, but he became a team captain. And on top of that, having all Big Ten honors. Okay? Okay, that was him in college. Okay, that's the progression that that they were looking at in regards to Michael Bennett. Now there's some things Michael Bennett, and let me put the career totals up there for you guys. But there's also some other measurables in regards to Michael Bennett. Not only that he's 5'11" and 233 pounds, but his arm length is 32 and a half inches. Okay. His 40 time is a 4.7. Okay. With a split of 1.64. Vertical jump of 31 inches. Okay. That's what we're getting from Michael Bennett. I mean, not Michael Bennett, but Michael Barrett. Excuse me. Michael Bennett is in my head because obviously he was a Seattle Seahawk. But Michael Barrett. Okay. Michael Barrett. Okay. Now, like I said, he bounced around his first year in the NFL. Okay. And he's a young guy because obviously he got drafted in 2024. I believe he's 25. I believe that's how I think. I didn't write that part down, but I think just going back on my memory, I believe he's 25. So he's a young linebacker that has only had 1 year in the NFL. Carolina, Seattle Seahawks, Cleveland Browns, and Green Bay Packers. Now, what is very interesting to me, okay? What is very interesting to me is not that he just went to Carolina and then he went to Seattle, okay? Carolina got him in the 7th round, okay? Most of the time in the 7th round, you're getting a guy that you're like, okay, I don't want to have to battle, UDFA, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have the war of, the bid war, because in UDFA bid wars, you're not only bidding for the best opportunity to make the 3-man roster, but you're also considering how much money are they giving me, right? For an example, if I'm, if I'm Joe Blow and Joe Blow is now didn't get drafted, but Joe Blow gets a call from, Arizona Cardinals, right? Arizona Cardinals like, hey, I'll throw you $500,000 if you come over and join the team, right? And then, the Minnesota Vikings call me and were like, hey, I'll throw $450,000 if you join the team, right? Carolina the Cardinals gave me more money, but when I look at the Vikings roster, that looks like it's more likely for me to make the 53-man roster, right? So I'll take the Vikings, even though the Cardinals gave me more money. So those are the battles and the decisions that players have to make when it comes to the UDFA battles and UDFA wars. So a lot of the times, teams will draft, a guy that they don't want to battle with, in war with, in the 7th round, because they know he can't leave unless we let him go, right? So Carolina felt like, hey, I don't want to lose this guy in UDFA. You know what I'm saying? There's some things there that I like on the table. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they liked what they saw that he was doing in Michigan, and they got him. Now, the next team that came to him was the Seattle Seahawks. And it wasn't just, oh, he was a free agent and we got him. Okay? The Seattle Seahawks traded. Okay? That's key. They traded to go get Michael Barrett. Okay? They said and I believe they swapped players. Okay? They said, hey, this is better, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give up value to get this guy. Okay? I hope you guys are hearing what I'm picking down. Okay? Hearing what I'm putting down, all right? The Seattle Seahawks spent value, capital. Because remember, picks and all that, even John Spytek says, I like my picks. I like to have my picks. That's why even in this draft, we had 11. We end up having 11 at the end of the day, right? They gave up value because they saw what they wanted in Michael Barrett. And who was at the Seattle Seahawks? Pete Carroll. That's why, for me, you know what I'm saying? Some people are like, what? You know, some of you guys might have been like, hey, why is Twuan tripping? Why is Twuan making a full live on this topic? It's because of that. There's the correlation and the connection is there. You're telling me the linebacker that Pete Carroll traded for went out of his way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like, hey, you free, I'm free. Let's go in and make this happen. No, it was, hey, I need this guy to come in and do something for this team. Pete Carroll felt good enough to spend extra, again, going out of his way to get Michael Barrett. And how ironic it is that Pete Carroll is a part of the silver and black, the greatest team in the NFL, and he gets the linebacker that he traded for back then. That's why Michael Barrett is something to talk about. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that Michael Barrett is all of a sudden going to be, you know what I'm saying, going to the Pro Bowl next year. I'm not, don't put all that connected to me, but I'm just saying there's enough connection there that most likely this Michael Barrett is going to make the team. Okay? I would put a little, well, I can't put money on it because I'll talk about that later. Money wise, pray for your brother. But there's enough there. Now, that stuff that I just told you about Michael Barrett, that was just him as a linebacker. Okay? That was just him as a linebacker. Now, when you go back, and I want you guys, you know what I'm saying, I encourage you guys to do your Raider gospel and your homework on this topic. But you'll see when you look at Michigan and you look at his highlights and his film, he's doing special teams. Not just coverage on special teams, but he's also catching and running on special teams. So not only is he a linebacker that can play linebacker, and I kind of see him more as an outside linebacker for us, but he also has return ability. So he's bringing multiple things to the table. He could be a really good special team guy for us. You know what I'm saying? Coverage and an option in the rush. You know what I'm saying? The run. Or he becomes one of our linebackers. You know what I'm saying? In a rotation type of situation. Now, if you ask me the way this might plan out, if they decide to run 3 linebackers, you got a Landon Roberts, Devin White, Michael Barrett. Okay? And then, don't forget, we also have Jalen Smith. Right? So, there's options there at linebacker veteran-wise that have been in the NFL, that have got the taste of the NFL, And there's some makings of something that can happen. Now, this is potential. I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but there's something there, you guys. Okay? And that's why I feel like Michael Bennett, I keep saying Michael Bennett. Michael Barrett is an intriguing prospect for us. Okay? I know a lot of us have talked about our linebacking group. You know what I'm saying? Our linebacking group is not, we wanted to draft a linebacker. And I think, to be honest with you, I think the depth of the linebackers in next year's draft is going to be better. But it's a start. Okay? Again, they couldn't address everything in the draft, so they're trying to address things as they go. And I think Michael Barrett can be one of those guys. Okay? He has everything that you would, you know what I'm saying? The makings of everything that you would need in a linebacker. He can rush. He can get the ball out. You know what I'm saying? Strip, hit, laying the helmet on the ball so it pops out. He has coverage ability, and I like his coverage ability. I'm not saying he's he's not going to lock somebody completely down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a tight end eraser or anything like that. But you put him out in coverage, and you're not going to have a heart attack because he's out in coverage. Okay? Yeah, I'm looking at his film, I'm very encouraged of the potential of what he can be for us. And especially where we need the help. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be saying, oh, Eichenberg, we got Lindenberg. I feel like, and I was high on Eichenberg. I'll say this in regard to that room. I was high on Eichenberg, and I'll get you guys' comments because I see you guys in here. And I'm going to scroll up as I'm talking. I was high on Eichenberg, and I'm still high on Eichenberg. But I think having him sit behind veterans and him learning behind these guys is going to make them better. Okay? Lindenberg, same thing. Just drafted him, 7th round. Okay? If he's able to sit behind these guys, I think he'll be able to, get good. There's a thing, there's that sink or swim method. But I think there's also the ability to say, you know what? I'm not going to rush you out there. We got you for 4 years. We can sit you for that one. You know what I'm saying? And let you learn. So when you get to your second, third, 4th year, you're good to go. And preparing these linebackers, is going to be key for our defense. Okay? I've been screaming linebacker for probably the past 2-3 years. Because we've been needing it. Okay? But I'm going to get into your comments, you know what I'm saying, and see what you guys have on Michael Barrett. Let me scroll to the top because I don't want to miss anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we do it around here. We want to acknowledge folks in the chat. Alec, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, okay? It's completely free to do, and it supports the channel without you paying anything. James Furpo. You know what I got to do, James? You know what I got to do? Hold on. Let me get it for you, James. Let me get it for you, James. Where is it at? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no, I can definitely help you out with that. Anything else? No? Just always remember, go Raiders.
Yes, sir. Raiders. Hey, that's my Raiders, you know what I'm saying? So if you put Raiders, you know what I'm saying, I'll drop that for you. Yeah, Alec in the building. Yeah, hey, everybody have a good, safe Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? Have a safe Memorial Day. I know y'all be wilding, you know what I'm saying, but make sure you wild responsibly. Okay, everybody saluting everybody. I like that. I like that. Hey Marcus, please forgive me. I haven't got the clip yet. I'm working on it. I'm really working on it. I really am. I got a clip for you. Yeah, I got it in mind. I just gotta put it together. You feel me? But salute to Marcus in the building. Law Dog, good to see you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You guys already know what to do. I keep saying it because, you know, some people forget. You know. Oh, Ray Love. Okay. Where that? There we go.
Yeah, no, I can definitely help you out with that. Anything else? No? Just always remember, go Raiders.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got another Raiders one, but you know what I'm saying?
I can definitely help you out with that.
I might drop that the next time. Next person I see in the chat that say Raiders, I might drop that one. Just to kind of keep it a little different. Hey, Raider Rebel. Hey, Raider Rebel, hit me on IG. Hit me on IG, man. Good to see you. Hit me on IG, man. Frank Weber. Blessings to you, man. Hope all is well. Piano Man is in the building. You guys already know how he gets down. Salute. RT6. Hey, look. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my homie. Happy birthday to you. Oh, you didn't know I was about to do that, though. Happy birthday, fam. You know what I'm saying? RT6 is in the building. Hey, I got much love for RT6. That's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Much love. And happy birthday. Hey, I hope you got you. I hope you get you a little Shirley. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Birthday suit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. Hey, do it till you satisfied. Do it till you satisfied. Good to see you, brother. Yep. I'm trying to look at you guys' comments. Shout Billy Davis. Hey, Billy Davis, hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on IG if you need me. You already know. At Twuan, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up on IG. Okay. Okay. Hey Frank, he said our room has more line than backer. Hey, look, and we there's, like I said, there's always room for improvement, right? And the linebacking, you know what I'm saying? I've heard not only me, but a lot of other people talk about, hey, we need linebacker, we need linebacker, we need linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seeing we need a linebacker. Everybody was in love with Spillane. You know what I'm saying? Because Spillane was out there, but Diablo, everybody was like, yeah, I don't know about that cat. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody. There were some people that did like Diablo, but majority of people that I was around, they weren't feeling Diablo. So that shows you where, you know, where we were. You know what I'm saying? And where we kind of still are. These guys have to go out there. These guys have to go out there and prove it. You know what I'm saying? These guys are going to have to go out there and put in that work. And obviously we're going to give them that opportunity. Coach Gravy is in the building. One of my good friends and brothers. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you on today. Hope all is well. Hope you're feeling well. Absolutely. You guys go ahead, and if you guys don't, you know what I'm saying, do anything, I'm not gonna say that. Just go ahead and subscribe to my boy Gravy. You know what I'm saying? Coach Gravy. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe to his channel. You know what I'm saying? He needs a little more subscribers over there. You know what I'm saying? I need some subscribers too, but go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, share, spread some love, and, you know what I'm saying, hit that subscribe button on Gravy. One of my mods, can you please link Gravy's channel? You know what I'm saying? Coach Gravy channel. Yes, sir. You guys got a lot of comments in here. I see you guys in here. Yeah, I clicked that button. Raider Rebel, I got you. See you talking to Raiders Unleashed. Ladies and gentlemen, the boss with the sauces in the building, Alfredo. Good to see you. If you guys got any comments about Michael Bennett or questions, please put them in the chat. See you guys talking to each other. That's all good. But yeah, I think again, for Pete Carroll to trade for him when he was with the Seahawks and to bring him to us, you know what I'm saying, or throw his name to, you know what I'm saying, as somebody, it is key. And that tells me that they may possibly already have a role for him. Now, like I said, it may not be a starting linebacker. It might be it might be for special teams. But we shall see. We shall see. But I think this is a guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people have talked about this, especially as much as I've talked about it or broken down to you guys. That's why you guys need to be subscribers to the channel. But this is a guy that we definitely need to be looking at for definitely during the off season. Well, not during the off season, but during the preseason. Okay. We need to definitely be looking at Michael Bennett. Michael Barrett. You guys gonna have to help me with that one. I keep saying the wrong name. Michael Barrett for our team. Now, I'll say this. If they actually went 3 linebacker and is Devin White, Landon Roberts, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Smith, you know what I'm saying, goes out there and gives us, you know what I'm saying, a good, strong linebacker situation. And then Michael Barrett comes in as as the rotational depth guy. We're looking better. Okay. We're looking a whole lot better. And it's going to be competition. I'm not knocking, and like, these are the vets that I'm talking about, but I'm not knocking these young guys because, again, we saw Amari Gaynor look promising. We saw, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of Eichenberg, you know what I'm saying, last season. It's gonna be, let the cream rise to the top, and then we're gonna roll with what we got, and then next year we're gonna go back in and build even better. Okay. Again, like I said earlier in the live, it's not just going to be a 1-year thing. You know what I'm saying? To really build out this team. They can only do so much with, you know what I'm saying? In the draft, there's only a certain amount of picks that they can pick, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they can just get everybody, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we good. Like, no, like you had your picks and he maximized it, got 11. You know what I'm saying? And then, You know what I'm saying? We're still bringing in guys from UDFA, and there's some promising guys there at UDFA, but they're young. So I think it's going to have to take another year for us to really see how this team. We can compete. We can compete now. I'm not saying this year is a complete wash. I'm not like Sanjeet and saying that we need to tank this season. But I think we gotta wait for another. We gotta wait another year to really fill out our linebacking room, to really solidify who our corners are. You know what I'm saying? Are we completely comfortable with who we got at safety, starting, and rotation? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when I say, are we okay? I'm saying starting and rotating. I'm saying if one of our linebackers goes down, are we having a heart attack if the next person comes in? If one of our corners goes down, are we saying, oh, dang? Or are we saying, oh, we good, we got so-and-so coming in? I don't think we're there yet. So it's going to take at least another year, you know what I'm saying, of draft and free agency to get those guys. And then we could, hey, look, then I really feel like, hey, we can go get it. We got a chance this year, but I think next year we're really going to be going to get it. And that's, barring injury. But I like what I see. And Michael Barrett, after the draft, getting him. Momo, good to see you. Good to see you in here. Thanks for coming in, Momo. See, I remembered your name. See, smart up here. All right. But yeah, we got to see how this fills out. We got to see how it plays out. We'll be in some games. But next year I'm really looking for us to take it to where we want it to be. Where we're making noise, solidified noise, in the playoffs and forward, right? So how you? He asked me a One Piece. Hey, hey, One Piece, dog. Hey, I did watch a little bit of it. I'm still diving into it. I had to create some, like, you know what I'm saying. I had a whole lot of stuff going on. The wide receiver was. Oh, okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, look, this is where we gonna do this. You guys, if you guys got any last minute questions before I close it out, because I'm actually gonna go and do this to you guys for you guys. Okay, here at Raider Twuan, we are advocates for being an organ donor. If you're interested in being an organ donor, that is always down in the description of all my videos and lives. Okay. Also, you guys go ahead and hit where is it at? Because I know it popped up. Let me find it. because I'm not at 500 subscribers. I don't have super chats. And everything that goes on with the channel, on scene and behind the scenes, it all comes out of my pocket. Okay. So if you want to be a financial blessing to the channel, all the information is there. It's also down in the description of all my videos and lives. And that would definitely help out the channel. I just got hit with a $350 StreamYard bill that came out of my pocket because of, obviously, I'm not getting super chats. Because of my subscriber number. So if you guys want, it's not forced. I'm not, I don't want you guys to think that I'm forcing this on you. But if you guys can help, then definitely it's helping the channel. And the donation stuff is there. Venmo is at TwuanTwuan. Cash App is $Twuan. Again, whether it's $10, $5, $1, again, that'll help offset some of the costs. So, yeah. The price of YouTube. All right. Anyway, but I like doing it. I love doing it. I appreciate what you guys are doing and supporting the channel, coming in, watching, hitting that like and subscribe button every time you guys come in is definitely helping. Some people come in. We actually had some new people come in. And I think that's because of, hey, I remember you. Again, Momo is one of those new ones that just came in, you know what I'm saying? And, part of that is because you guys hit that like and subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So, you guys, please, if you guys have not did it, please do so, because it helps it go out to many out there that don't know about Raider Twuan and the congregation, and all my subscribers are the congregation. Okay. Did someone do a Raiders? I'm trying to see if someone else did a Raiders thing. So I don't want to miss those, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting everybody that screams out Raiders, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Hey, Billy Davis, if you listen and I got your IG, I'll get with you after I'm done. All right. Trying to make sure I covered everything, right? I want to make sure you guys get everything on Michael Barrett. There we go. Hey, you guys already know I like to click this button because you guys need to click the button.
Fucking Stizan. Twuan, hey Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
And remember,
welcome to the dark side.
Going up.
you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, hello? greatest of all women football players. Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Matt, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John can pursue his dreams. To Raider Twuan and a tribute to John Madden and Al Davis. We declare that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.
Hey, Raider Twuan here. You must watch one of my videos or lives. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it's right there. Or if you want to watch one of my videos, watch it right there. And let's go, Raiders.